Okay. Hey everyone, it's Ashley V here, and and Coach Brown, of course. I'm actually the guest, and I'm just like
I'm like,
taking
what
over.
about me? What about me?
So today we're going to talk a lot about health, physical health, and mindset and spirit because this is something that I was channeling into today. So I'm doing 22 days of lives on my so I changed it because I was doing 30 days of lives. And then I was like, fuck this, evolve or die kept coming in. So I'm like, I'm gonna go with these like pretty like hardcore, like transformational lives. And one of the things that came up today was talking about how people take their health for granted, mental, emotional, spiritual, all of that, and kind of put it on the back burner. Like it's not important. Like it's like, oh, I'll get to that when I have a minute. So I felt like that would be a good subject that me and you could both talk about because we're both coaches and we see it from all ends. We see the excuses, we see why people avoid all of that. So it's pretty much what we do.
Yeah, I think it's a great topic right now, especially because I think when we think about health and even healing in the body, it's a perfect atmosphere for people to be unhealthy right now. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of fear going around. Fear will lower your immune system. Negativity will lower your immune system. Anxiety, worry, all those things will play on the body, and you know not to go too deep into this, but because I think we're going to dive into this a little bit later. But if people don't understand the separation between themselves and their body, when their body shows signs of sickness, then they internalize it as though they as the individual are actually sick, and then that's when things get a lot worse. So I think that's a important distinction that we can touch on too, as we go through tonight. But I'm excited to talk about this because everybody needs this. Everybody needs this, and I think it's going to be a powerful episode. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
So where do we go first?
Geez, I don't know. Like, why do you think that? Like, this was something I was thinking of this morning. Like, why do you think that people put? It's like they put healthy, happy people on a pedestal, like it's unattainable. Instead of looking at it like I should have that or I can have that. It's kind of wow, look at that person. They're healthy, they're happy, they're successful, they're abundant. Like I feel like the energy of poverty consciousness and poor health go together.
Yes, definitely. And I think the reason why people feel like it's not attainable is because certain aspects of it that are being projected as people who are healthy and happy now in the age that we live in isn't attainable because it's not real. So when people think, like, if you went up to the average person on the street and said, hey, anybody who's like healthy, like super healthy or something like that, they're gonna think of some like Instagram model or some shit. Somebody who is on there with a six pack, or they got all the curves in the right places and all these things. But a lot of that stuff is paid for. You know what I mean? A lot of that stuff is made on a surgery table. So when people have these unrealistic, what's the word? Imagery of what health is, then how can you reach somewhere that doesn't exist? You know what I mean? So I think people have to get back to a place of understanding what actual health looks, and health looks different for everybody, because a lot of times we think like, oh, skinny is healthy, but in actuality there's people, like I learned this when I was doing when I first started doing like health and wellness coaching, and it's that there are people who they call skinny fat. So it's like they're super skinny, but around all their vital organs, they have a lot of like trans fats and things like that. Yeah, so your body can be skinny as hell, but around your organs, you can have a lot of fat that's building up, and it can put pressure on your organs. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, something called skinny fat. So you see people that be like, oh, you know what? I can eat all I want, and I don't gain weight, and I can eat. Yeah, that might be true, but that doesn't mean that you're necessarily like a healthy person. So we just got to be careful with that. So we can't just equate skinny to healthy, and then we can't. Now, at the end of the day, if someone's extremely overweight, it's not healthy. You know what I mean? And we, as a society, see, once I start talking, I start going. So as a society, we also got to be careful, because now we get into this this new thing where people are like, oh, that's body shaming.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I mean? But it's like, yo, if you see someone who's extremely overweight, that's not good for them. And if you care about them, then you need to let them know, like, hey, listen, you might want to take some weight off because that could turn into a problem. That's not body shaming. It's being realistic. You know what I mean? It's not healthy for somebody to be extremely big. So we can't allow at the same time this this imagery or this programming to say, hey, you can't tell this 600-pound person that they need to lose weight. That's shaming them. Like, no, that's saving their fucking life. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? So we got to get back to a place of being real.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with accountability too. Is it's another way for people to kind of move away from that and be like, well, you're just saying mean things to me, you know, instead of being like, well, actually, it's not good for you, you know, and this is something that it affects everything. I mean, if you're not healthy physically, you're very limited as to what you can do. And even, you know, when it comes to creativity, that's going to affect that as well. So I just was like, why do people like, and it's like you said, it's almost like unattainable. They look at it as something that they can never have because people look at someone that's healthy as like, you got to work out for like 3 hours a day and you have to do all this meal prepping. And, you know, it's actually just being conscious of what makes your body feel better and what makes you feel better. And it's really not something that's too far-fetched. I feel like it's also another thing in our society where they just want to make money off of you being sick. So they're going to make it look like it's super unattainable because to them, it's more money for, you know, whoever's controlling when you're not healthy.
Well, they make money on it's a money train because it's like this. They sell you the food, you buy the food, you love the food, you eat the food, you get sick, you go to the hospital, they make money because you're in the hospital, then they give you the medicine, they make money off the medicine, then you live your life, then you die, they make money off your death, and then the cycle just continues, you know what I mean? So it's like no matter how you slice it, the house always wins. But I think us as you know, us as individuals and then also as a whole, because if you look at the whole of people, you can see through the different types of individuals that are out there just how chaotic we've become as a society, because all of these different types of people are just different expressions of what people are going through and feeling and thinking and all these different things, you know what I mean? So I think that we have to get to a place of healing not only the body, you know what I mean, but we got to go deeper than the body, because the body at the end of the day is just an outward expression of what's going on the inside.
Right.
You know
I
what
mean, for me, I have to work out or I go fucking crazy. Like it's not good. You know, like I'm a very high energy person, and if I am aggressive, like I have a very I'm very driven, and if that energy isn't channeled correctly, it can turn into aggression. So for me, in order for my mind to be right, I have to work out, and it's even to the point I have to do weight training, and now I'm in kickboxing, you know, and then I have my cardio and all of that. But like I have to do that. And when I remember when they shut everything down and I couldn't go to the gym and I couldn't go to my train, it was awful. It was horrible. Like walking wasn't enough for me. Like going outside wasn't enough for me. Like I eventually had to buy weights and a Bosu and all of that so I could do my training, so I could release the energy. I don't think that people realize, you know, the way that we function now, I don't think is good for the physical body. And I feel like that's why a lot of people have a lot of problems, a lot of health problems, is they're not moving their body enough. But I know a lot of women that love yoga and dancing, but for me, it's weightlifting and kickboxing. Like that is how I release my energy. Yep. So, you know, I feel like physical health and mental health go hand in hand, you know, because I know a lot of people that are fucking lazy and they don't get off their ass, they don't work out, they don't do anything, and they're depressed and they have anxiety.
Yeah. But I mean, we also got to look at the other side of that coin too. I know a lot of people that are in the gym because they're because they're depressed or they have anxiety. So it's like people have these what's the word I'm looking for? Like these self worth issues. It's like I need to be on this treadmill for like 3 hours a day or nobody's gonna love me. You know what I mean? I need I need to have this six pack because without it,
Oh yeah.
I'm nobody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even worth anything if I don't have this. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like we got to have that healthy balance. And I think once we get to that healthy balance, and it's different for everybody. I think once people figure out one of two things. I think the first thing is figure out, come to the understanding that you and the body are separate for two reasons. Number one, so your body doesn't drag you down, or the opposite way, so you don't drag your body down with your own bullshit. You know what I mean? And then the last thing is just to figure out like what works for you. Like, you know what I mean? What works for you, and then what is the right or what's creating the right I guess energetic signature for your body and your being. You know what I mean? Like what feels right for you? Where are you balanced at? You know what I mean? Because for instance, like you said, you be kickboxing and like your high energy, you need to release that energy, because if not, like you said, you'll go crazy. You know what I mean? But if you take somebody who doesn't have an output like that and place them in that situation, they're gonna overexert themselves and they're gonna be unbalanced. You know what I mean? But the problem is the world we live in right now, people will look at Ashley V kicking the hell out of people and be like, yo, shit, I gotta be like that. And then they go start doing that, and then they're unbalanced and they're like, yeah, I tried the working out thing, is just not for me. But no, you didn't try the working out thing. You didn't try working out in a way that fits you,
right,
and keeps you balanced. Because like you said, for you it's kickboxing, somebody else could be yoga, somebody else could be dancing,
and I don't
somebody else could just be walking.
Like I don't like being in a yoga class because I can feel everyone's energy releasing. So it's too much for me. Like if I do yoga, I do it at home, but I don't really do it that much because I'm doing a lot of spiritual work as it is. So like for me, I need and for my exercise, I need something outside of that, something that's more intense. Okay. And also too, for me, I love having personal trainers. So like I have a weight trainer and then I have somebody who trains me in kickboxing. Like I need that direction, you know? And I don't think that people realize that when it comes to your fucking health, like you need to pay people to help you. You know, whether it's a nutritional coach, or I've paid people to help me with nutrition and it's worked. I've learned a lot of things. I feel like I will always have people help me with my physical health and working out because that is important to me. I feel like the thing is people don't want to invest in themselves when it comes to their health. They would, and I feel like that is a huge problem. Actually, Lauren just joined in, and me and her have this conversation all the time. Okay. So Lauren does shamanic work. She's a massage therapist, esthetician, all of that. We have this conversation all the time about how people would rather go out and blow their money on dumb shit. But then when they're like, oh, I need healing or I need help, a lot of times they don't want to pay a practitioner to help them. And I feel like when it comes to your health, you need a guide and an expert in that field to help you understand. Like even with the weight training, I have been lifting weights for years. Like over 10 years, you know? And I decided, I was like, I need somebody to just help me, give me better direction with this. And I've learned so much just in a year I go once a week, and I've already seen amazing results because I didn't even realize I was doing half of the things wrong.
Yeah. Nah, so, when it comes to all that shit, there's so many different aspects to it. There's so many moving parts inside of this. So like you said, it's important to have someone in, the fields that make sense, that are contributing to you, because it's not as simple as like, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to eat right. Okay. But
good luck.
You gotta move your body. You gotta use your body also. You know what I mean? And then some people's like, oh, I'm gonna eat whatever the hell I want. I'm just gonna work out like a fucking maniac. But it's like, all right, yeah, you might start to look good, but your body's still unhealthy. So it's like you gotta have those balances. And then on top of that, we can't get past the fact that, anything that has to do with the body is all about energy. You know what I mean? It's all about energy. It's about the energies that you're taking in, the energies that you're putting out. And if you're not conscious of that, then you're working against yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're not going to understand why certain things are happening the way that they're happening. You might not even understand why you're working out all the time and you're not getting results.
Right.
It could be something as simple as you have an energy block, or you're not breathing correctly, or you know what I mean? It could be small things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy how people don't connect their body with energy.
Mm,
You know,
mm.
it's like they think it's like, so what do you mean? Like energy healing? I'm like, yeah, you have an energy field around your body. Like,
Well, it's crazy because it's like, yo, all sickness in the body starts at a certain frequency,
Mhm.
and then death starts at a frequency. It's freaking weird that
I
people
have a
don't
friend
consider
and
that.
she has psychic scent and she can smell the death smell on people.
Oh snap!
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, when people would come into Ascension Next and they were unhealthy, she would be like, they have the death smell. I couldn't smell it. She could smell it, but there, you literally emit something from your body when you're extremely unhealthy. So a lot of times it was people with cancer
Yeah.
or people that, even had like a drug addiction, or they would just very, very unhealthy people. So there's a lot of strange things that go on with the body when it's not healthy. And I feel like it's constantly trying to tell people, but then people just, they go to the doctors and they cover it up with some sort of medicate. Like I feel like this is kind of where this dropped in today for me. Was I was sitting with my uncle yesterday and just talking for hours, and he's in his late 60s and he's very healthy. I mean, he's had some health problems, but I mean, he's moved right through them because he does the right things. And he was like, so many kids your age are so unhealthy. He's like, they don't move, like they don't do anything with themselves. Like they're just, I'm like, I know. I was like, I think we even said this the last time that we seen people we go to school with and they look so old and aged
Yeah,
and
yeah,
not, and I feel like a lot of it too has to do with, are you happy?
yeah.
Are you
Exactly.
happy with your life? I feel like if you're not happy with your life, you're going to begin to physically show that on your body as well.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Because it all pulls on you. You know what I mean? It
Mhm.
all pulls on you. Um, One thing you said. What did you say? I wanted to comment on. You was talking. Oh, yeah. You was talking about how like maybe people like with cancer and all these things, and then like something that always stuck out to me as I cough. Something that always we're like, be healthy. I'm over here coughing, but
Right.
I forgot to bring a drink down here. My throat's mad dry. That's why. But what the hell was I gonna say? Oh, so yeah, the thing that always stuck out to me is like, yo, people will have cancer, right,
Mhm.
and live like, say, say you had cancer for 5 years, right? You had no idea you had cancer. You know what I mean? You just living your life, doing your thing, boom, boom, boom. Then you go to the doctors. The doctor's like, oh snap! Listen, we found cancer.
Mhm.
You got 3 weeks to live,
Mhm.
and you die in 3 weeks. You know
Mm.
what I mean? But it's like, yo, what about that 5 years? You
Yeah.
didn't know. You know what I mean? So it's like we also got to be careful. Um, the labels we allow people to put on us. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Even when people be like, "Oh, you look like you might be getting sick," and
Mm.
then people be like, "Oh my god, I do. Am I getting sick? Oh my
Mhm.
god, I think I'm getting sick." And then what happens? The body starts reacting to that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So we
Mhm.
also got to be careful of the news that we let people bring to us, or the word that we let people bring to us, because once we accept that word, then we start to foster that reality inside of
Right.
our life. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when it comes to our health, that's another thing. You know what I mean? Because if people are telling you, hey, because you're doing this and that, hey man, this is gonna happen to you, and you're
Mhm.
like, it's gonna happen to me, and
Mhm.
then what happens? It starts to happen to you. You know what I mean? But if you, I know people who smoke cigarettes and eat a
Mhm.
pound of bacon a day, and they're like 80 years old. You know what I mean? And if you tell them like, hey, listen, you shouldn't smoke because it's gonna do this to you, it's gonna do that, they'll be like, get out of here with that, man. I've been smoking my whole damn life. I'll be fine. And they have that energy that protects them from all the bullshit that people will tell you will happen by
Right.
doing certain things. So you got to be careful of the people that come to bring you the bad news. Like,
Mm.
oh, I saw you were doing this. Oh man, this is gonna happen. You got to be. This is gonna happen. And then you'll be like, oh my god, that's gonna happen. And then it starts to happen. You know what I mean? So we do get to decide. Oh, it's funny because I was talking to somebody and they were asking me. Oh, I forget what we was talking about. We was talking about something. Oh, okay, yeah. So I knew somebody who had got sick, and they were like, "Oh, you was around there, man. You're gonna get sick." Da da da. Da. I was like, "Nah, I don't do sick." You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
I told him, I said, "Listen," I said, I said, this body belongs to me. You know what I mean? I don't belong to this body. And then I just started to do the work, you know what I mean, to move myself through whatever situation it was. And I was able to maneuver through that, you know what I mean? But I think that's where we have to have that understanding of this body does belong to you. And this body is at your command if you can get there.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you could get there mentally and have that understanding, yo, this body belongs to me and it's under my control. And that the body only does what you allow it to do. If people were ready to understand that, then you could start to control your body. My dad always told me mind over matter. You know what I mean? I watched that dude go through cancer. I watched him go through not being able to walk, you know, crawling in the house, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? But he never broke down. Even when the doctor told him, yo, you're never going to walk. He's like, nah, mind over matter. You know what I mean? He's starting to move his legs. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. And he always said that ever since I was a kid. And I always knew there was something to it. But as I got older, I understood. Yo, like the mind moves the body. You know what I mean?
Right.
Damn, I'm really out here coughing. I'm about to put you on the screen and just go grab a water real quick.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, mind over matter. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, no, it's just me. Well, so I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, mind over matter, definitely. So I'll tell this story. So I was listening to my coach talking about a certain topic that she went through. She actually had something going on with her pregnancy, and the doctors were telling her that she needed a hysterectomy. And it was a pretty crazy story. I mean, I don't like to tell other people's story. This was kind of in a private group, but she says that she tells it all the time, so I feel like it's okay. But basically what she did was she was like, I'm not going to do that. And there was like this whole background to the story. She was basically like, I'm not going to do that. I feel like that's not going to be my story. And I feel like a lot of other people will try to tell you what your story will be or what you should be doing with your life. And they're trying to tell you what you should be doing with your body and this and that. And we can see that going on currently since 2020 is, thank you. I just got my eyebrows done. People are complimenting me. But anyways, they were telling her that she needed to get that done. And she started connecting with God and praying to God. And eventually, when it came time for that, she didn't need to do that. She basically told herself and her body that that wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to be a part of her story. And she's fine to this day. So I feel like when it comes to your health, you know, it really has to do in how you believe in yourself and how you connect with yourself. I feel like we're also taught to not connect in our bodies in certain ways. And I feel like that is a way for something else to have control over you, to have control over what you're going to do with your body and how you're going to handle the things that are going on in your life. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of been like with me, especially with all the spiritual work that I do. You know, I've been doing this for 10 plus years. And I feel like in a lot in the spiritual community, we ignore our physical body sometimes because we're always outside of that. And there was a lot that happened to me, especially when I was working at Ascension Next and doing the one-on-one healings a lot. It just really wore me down. I gained a lot of weight. I was so unhealthy to the point where, I mean, and a lot of weight for me is like 15 pounds because I'm so small. I'm so petite. I'm short. So when you're 4'11" and you're gaining weight, it's not good. Hey, we switched sides.
Oh, yep. There we go. Switch it up.
So I was telling them about, well, now I have to tell you because you're back. So my coach was telling a story about how something happened with her pregnancy. It was a really long story, but I'm not going to tell the whole thing. But basically they told her that she needed to get a hysterectomy. And she was like, that's not going to be my story. I'm not going to do that. She was journaling about it. She was having people pray for her. She was praying. And when it came time for the doctors to go in and do that, they couldn't find the problem. It completely disappeared. And she didn't have to get a hysterectomy. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, that's what it is, man. For real.
Yeah. And then I was also telling them about how you know, when I worked at Ascension Next and I was doing like the one-on-one healings a lot, it was like my body started to fall apart. You know, it was crazy. It was like I started gaining a lot of weight. And for me, gaining a lot of weight is like 15 pounds because I'm so short that's a lot for me. I had to like really reevaluate what I was doing with myself. And I was even talking to Lauren today about this because not being in people's fields in person, I'm losing weight. Like when I'm energetic, when you're an energetic healer and you're constantly working on people, you hold on to that energy until you fully release it. So I started getting really unhealthy in 2018, and then that's when I had to change my business around because I would have never been able to go anymore. I could feel that there was pain in my throat, which people were telling me like that's thyroid issue. And as soon as I turned my business around and I stopped doing so much one-on-one in person with people, my whole health turned around.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy because I noticed with me, my I guess you'd call it my health, but my health will fluctuate depending on the type of work that I'm doing. You know what I mean? So like if I'm solely podcasting, like something this relaxed, just chilling type of stuff, I'll get very relaxed in like what I'm doing, like physically, you know what I mean? But if I'm doing like health and wellness and stuff like that, then obviously I'm more active and I'm working out and I'm doing all these different things. But one thing for me that I also notice is that I have extreme control over my body to the point that if I put on weight and I want to take it off, it's as simple as like, all right, take off weight time.
Yeah.
And it's gone. Like, you know what I mean? People will be like, yo, how the hell did you lose all that weight? And I'm just like, I'm me and my body are in tune like that. You know what I mean?
I definitely feel connected with my body like that as well. Like when I want something to shift, I can do it a lot faster than I like before. It was always a struggle because I wasn't connected on that level. But I feel like once you realize like, wait, like I can just shift whatever I like. Honestly, I made my boobs grow in the past like 3 months or so. I was just like, I want bigger boobs, and I started journaling about it, and then they
and then it happened. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I feel like people don't realize how much you can shift your reality, and this body is part of your reality, you know?
Facts. And your body will fuck with you too. Because I learned this. You have any experience with fasting at all?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I did a elongated fast, I guess you would call it. But during this fasting process, it really exposed me to like the actual separation between myself and my body. Because what happened was I caught my body trying to trick me. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Hey, like it was like, hey man, you should probably eat something, bro. Like, yo, listen, now you're hungry, just eat that. You're fine. Just eat that. And then after you eat that, if you want, you could just start again on Monday and you could do this. And then like I caught myself saying, like, nah, what do you mean? I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? And then I caught the dialogue between like my body and then like actually me. And then I learned to shut the body up. And then after a while, that voice got smaller and smaller until it went away. And then in that moment, I felt like, yo, this body belongs to me. And then from there, it was just game over. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that fast really separated me from like my body, and then I could hear the chatter back and forth between the two.
Yeah, fasting for me it can be tough because food for me is very grounding. So like for the past 7 years that I've been in business and like, you know, working on people, like after a healing, I would eat because it would bring me back down. So my body is conditioned to ground through eating.
Through food.
So if I fast, I am like my energy is like I can't sleep. Like I get like 3 or 4 hours sleep if I'm fasting because I can't get grounded.
Gotcha. Yeah,
so I have to train my body to deal with fasting so that I can get grounded.
Gotcha. Yeah, that the fasting was like you know how you have them pivotal moments in your life, like that experience, like just whoop, it just I guess like took me up, like, hey, you know what? Let's go up one more level. You know what I mean? So like things changed from that point for sure. But I always tell people that that's a great way to really get a good look at, you know, who you're actually listening to when it comes to the decisions you're making with your body. Because another things people don't realize is a lot of times we think like, we're having thoughts from our mind, but a lot of times thoughts are coming from our actual gut. You know what I mean? Because there's bacteria in our gut from like certain foods that we eat, and they'll send signals to the brain. You know what I mean? So certain bacteria will be like, "Hey, guess what, Ashley? I think we want some French fries." And you'll be like, "Yo, I don't know why, but I want these French fries." You know what I mean?
Well, that
But
happens a lot.
it's not you. You know what I mean? It's the bacteria. Like, hey, listen, we want these French fries, or we want this, we want that. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that people got to take into consideration is when you're eating bad, you're actually strengthening the programming that is in your body. You know what I mean? That's gonna continue on that path because it's gonna ask for more. Because now it's like, yo, you created this toxic playground. Bring in some more toxic. We need more toxic food.
Yeah, no, I noticed like around the holidays because I'm always making Christmas cookies and then I'm eating them and then I just want more and more and more. It's crazy. And then I'll never forget going to my trainer this year after Christmas and I couldn't do anything. I was like, my body's so fucked up from eating all that sugar. Like it was
I went on a little spree with Dunkin' Donuts for a little while.
Yeah.
I was like every morning I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna get a coffee today. Like I'm gonna cut this coffee stuff and I'm gonna, you know what I mean, get back on the thing. But I'll be driving and I'll be like, hey, don't forget your coffee. And I'm like, yo, yeah, you know what? I'll do the no coffee tomorrow. And I'll just get my coffee before you know I'm drinking the fucking coffee. But you know, it's just those like how you said, you have the Christmas cookies, you start eating them, and it's like more Christmas cookies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when we think about the healing, like we talked about, health healing, and I think we chose body and mind to illustrate that it's going to take both of those things to really achieve, you know, health and healing. You know what I mean? 'Cause you can't just have health and you can't just think I'm going to have a healthy body, and you don't have a healthy mind because it's not going to be sustainable.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the mind will trump, like you said, anything, everything.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who eat like shit or like, you know, and they're healthier because they're not stressed out all the time. They're not worried about anything. They're just doing them, you know?
Yeah,
they're not like horrible eaters, but it's just they do what they want. I feel like the thing too with your life is like you need to enjoy some things because I'm not like I'm also the type of person where I'm like I don't think that you should like strain yourself to the point where you're not enjoying your life either.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like whether you're like a crazy fanatic or whether you're in the middle or whether you you know, just don't give a shit at all. I mean, we're all gonna end up in the same box.
Right.
So you gotta have a little bit of fun while you're here. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of in the middle. I'm in the middle. I mean, but I don't do other things. Like I don't drink. I can't drink. Like my body cannot handle alcohol.
Okay.
I'm out of commission for like 2 or 3 days if I drink.
Holy snap.
After. Yeah. My body just is like,
It's like, we're not taking this stuff.
Nope. No alcohol. I can't do weed.
Yep. I can't do that. Yep.
For a long time, I couldn't do coffee, but I honestly, I can't have a full cup of coffee. I do lattes like that's because it's actually less caffeine.
Okay.
So like that doesn't bother me. Those are good. But yeah, there's certain things like I can't have like a full can of soda.
You can't have a full can of soda. Okay.
Nope. It gives me like a horrible headache.
Oh shit. I wonder if it's because you do so much energy work that these foods like or different things you can't have. You know what I mean?
It's
because
definitely
because they all those things weigh heavy on like your body's energy. But listen, we got a lot of comments. Did we catch up on any of these comments?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna start halfway because I'm still like far in. Yeah, let me see. It's 8:35. Let's go. Someone said, yeah, self-fulfilling prophecies. The meds will kill you too. Yeah, that's 100%. Somebody said your eyebrows are perfect.
Because I was talking about getting my eyebrows done, and I did. So
That was Allie that said that. April said, "Yup, haha." Let's see. Allie said, "How long can you sustain a fast for?" Um, my longest fast that I did, I wanted to do a 21-day fast,
oh
but
my
I'll keep it real with you. I only got to day 17, but I did do a 17-day fast.
only
Yeah,
wait. So like, what did you have? Nothing.
just water.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just water for 17 days.
Fuck. I couldn't do that. But
But yo,
I
let
would
me,
just like crawl out of my body at that point. I wouldn't
let
even.
me tell you though, this is real. When I tell you this, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, get the hell out of here." But I want to tell you the truth. Day one, easy. Day two, wait, this is gonna be tricky. Day three, bro, what are you doing? You're trying to kill yourself? This is weird. Like, you need to eat something. Da 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 da. Day four, no hunger.
Really?
Day five, no hunger. Day six, no hunger. Day seven, no hunger.
So what did you do? Were you working? Like,
I was doing everything regular.
really?
I was getting up. I was going to work. Even on some of the days, I did light workouts too. And to be honest with you, and hold on, let me say this though before I get into this. I'm not recommending anybody go do a 17-day fast because I'm not a health professional. I don't want nobody to go get hurt or nothing like that. I'm just sharing my experience. Energy was through the roof.
I'm sure.
Yeah, like my energy, and they say it's because you're at a certain point your body releases adrenaline. You know what I mean? Because if you think about when we were in like hunter gatherer phase, if we didn't have food to eat, your body would release adrenaline, so that way your senses would become heightened, and you could go out and hunt your food. You know what I mean? So my adrenaline was high. I could see everything in HD. Like my vision was extremely clear.
I'm telling you, that's what happens to me.
Clear. Oh, that's what happened to you.
Everything you're explaining is what happens to me after like a 1-day fast. I'm telling you, I don't feel like I'm human. I feel fucked up and I can't sleep.
Yeah, no, because the energy, that's what it is. Your body's like, no, you can't sleep. You got to go hunt some food for us. It's game time. But yeah, she said, yeah, not even anything. No calories at all. Just water. That's it. I did no calories, like zero. But yeah, it was a great experience. You know what I mean? I do short ones from time to time, like 3 days here and there. But that's just like if I'm like wanting to do like a quick cleanse, I'll do like 3 days. But, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's wait.
Gianna said you do a grape fast. I never heard of that.
A what? Grape fast?
Grape fast.
Well, let me see.
Have you ever heard of that?
Nah, what is it again? Say it one more time.
Grape.
Oh, a grape?
Yeah.
Nah, I never heard of that. That sounds interesting though, because I love grapes. For real. I'll do a grape fast.
What do you do? You just eat grapes all day? How's that fasting?
For real. That's mad sugar.
I mean, I guess it's that.
Bro. But yo, you know what I was thinking? Well, actually, nah. I won't say it on the air, but I had an idea for like this event type of thing, but I think it'll be a powerful thing. I'll tell you about it like later on though.
Okay, yeah, you can't share that on a live.
Yeah, we don't want to put it on a live. Somebody will create a damn thing.
Yeah, you got to keep it secret and keep it safe, like Gandalf would say. Yes, you only eat grapes. Very good for you. I'm
gonna look into that.
Me too.
For real, I'll do a 45-day grape fast. For real. Well, what's been your experience like through working with people when it comes to like, I know we're talking about like health and healing in the body. I think let's talk about healing because I think that's something that people need a lot of because everybody's becoming so, well, they've already been, but I think more so too. It's just like, yo, I got this going on. Give me a pill. I got that going on. Give me a pill.
That's what everyone wants. They come in, they get one fucking healing. They think they're going to be, I'm like, what? You need like 10,000. Like, hey, you fucking ain't going to be done in this lifetime. Fucking, it's going to take the next 5.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm like, I wish that people understood that everything we need for healing has been put here for us. It's all here. You know what I mean? And I think the first key to healing is really just to understand, like I said this earlier, but I got to go back to it, is that like you're not sick, your body's sick. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And when you take the sickness out of yourself and understand that it's only in your body, then from a place of power, you could go in and you could do the work on your actual body. Like if you know you have pain in your arm, but if you're like, yo, my like you have the pain, then you're like, whatever. But if you understand it's your arm that's hurting, then
Mm.
you could focus on that point in your body. You know what I mean? And you could try to work on that, like removing that pain.
I
Like
mean,
I've seen.
I've actually had people come in that have had pain, and it's usually an energy block.
Mm,
You know,
mm,
like the
yep.
pain will be gone after I do some energetic work. Sometimes it's energy that's just like built up. For me as an energy healer, I've seen a few things. Built up energy that kind of like clogs the system. Um, I feel like trauma. Trauma is always like the biggest thing too. Certain experiences get stuck in certain parts of the body depending on the meridians and the chakra system. So that'll cause a lot of disruption in the energetic field, and then it goes into the physical body. So like what I noticed is, and then karmic issues too, like past life issues have a lot to do with physical health as well.
Mm.
And ancestor issues, like ancestral patterns. So there's a
Oh,
lot
you
of
mean like things that have been passed down to you from an ancestor?
uh-huh.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay.
So like, God, I'm trying to think of like some specifics. Um, but one of the things is, so, you know, you have a bunch of different layers in your energy field. It's not like it's just like one big energy field. Like it's people separated into different layers. So the first layer is the physical layer, which is like the closest to your body. And then after that is the emotional layer. And then after that, it's probably like 4 feet out would be the mental layer. And then after that would be the karmic layers. So when you experience something in another lifetime, it's already in your layer, you know, like you incarnate with that energy. And then
Okay.
you begin to recreate it in your reality in certain ways. So you could have incarnated with a family who is going to trigger that trauma, or, you know, friends that could trigger certain traumas like that are very similar. And then it begins to go in the mental layer, and you begin to actually like, you kind of see it in the mind, or you can see it in your external reality. Then you begin to get emotionally connected to the trauma, so it goes into your emotional layer. And then once it's in the physical layer, that's always the worst.
Mm, mm.
So
Now,
that is like when it starts to get in the cellular system.
now these layers, do they continue to follow you throughout your multiple existences, or do you like can you change these things? Like
You can
what's
change them. Yeah. You got to
okay?
change your thought process. You got to change your relationships. That's
Mm,
why I'm always telling people, don't stay in toxic relationships. Don't stay in relationships that, you know, bring you down, or, you know, that aren't good for you, because that is a big part of the trauma, is just like not recognizing your worth, not understanding, you know, well, thinking that you want something when you really don't. And then it just kind of snowballs into all these other issues.
mm.
So relationships are always a big thing when it comes to energy work. It's like who you're around,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's what they're bringing into your life,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it gets crazy. And then once it's in the physical layer, it manifests into dis-ease, you know, disease, or
Yeah.
some sort
Yeah.
of sickness.
Yeah.
So, and
Body,
I've
yeah.
told people that I've worked on people, and I've been like, if you don't get that out, it's going to manifest into some sort of illness.
Mm, yeah.
I could see it. Like you can see it. Like when you do a lot of energy work, you can begin to see the beginning stages of something that is beginning to manifest. Like I said, I feel like if I didn't it, that was weird. Because I was like thinking of my throat, and then that was like an alien thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I didn't,
I thought you channeled something or something. I was like, yo, who's that? Who's coming through?
if I didn't shift my energy and pivot my business, and I kept working on people the way that was, I probably would have had a serious thyroid issue.
Mm, mm. Yeah.
And I think that a big part of me shifting my business was doing the lives and, you know, speaking up more and just expressing myself. Like I actually feel unhealthy when I'm not communicating on my social media and to the public. Like I feel like I feel like I'm beginning to get sick. My energy gets low. I feel like I can't create. Like I feel lost. Like my soul is literally here to communicate to people and express. Hence the weird fucking noise that I just made.
that was classic TV right there.
I feel like you can make that into like a rap beat or something.
Exactly. Just put it on repeat or some shit like that. Let's see. She said, Ashley, let's see. I'm just gonna keep spamming this topic with love. Let's see. Lauren said Ashley's a queen, and then Allie said she's a goddess alien queen.
Yeah, that would be me.
But yeah, no, this was definitely a great topic. You know what I mean? I like that health and healing in the body and in the mind.
I think people need to stop fucking looking at like putting health on a pedestal like it's something that's unattainable because.
You know what's funny though? Like when you think about it, it's like health is something that is naturally supposed to be ours.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? If we only just do what we're naturally put here to do, it would just automatically be like, it's not something we have to get. It's something that's supposed to be ours, but we do the opposite. It's like, hey, humans, all right, here you are, sit. This is your place to live, and this is all of your food. All you gotta do is eat this, and you'll be fine. And we're like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna eat this shit over here. And it's like, but that's gonna make you sick, yeah, but I'm still gonna eat it. That's gonna make you fat, yeah, but I'm still gonna eat it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like everything that we need anything that wasn't put here for us naturally is shit that we don't need. You know what I mean?
So like Cheez-Its. We shouldn't be eating Cheez-Its.
Yeah, but I mean, we all do. You know what I mean? But it's just like, if we just ate what grew from the ground for us, I mean, duh. You know what I mean? We won't need hospitals. We won't need fucking Weight Watchers. We won't need none of that shit.
I think too. I feel like the big thing is like live a fucking happy life.
Yeah, I mean that's what it all boils down to. You know what I mean? Do what makes you happy. But the real happy, you know what I mean? Because we do so much shit that makes us. I was actually talking about this on a live stream. I think it was like last week. But we do so much shit that is, put it this way, people confuse excitement for happiness. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But excitement doesn't equal happiness, because excitement is just a temporary form of happiness. Right. But what happens is when you get excited, you're like, yeah, this is great. Or even fun. You know what I mean? People confuse fun for happiness. Mm-hmm. But the shit about it is like, when the fun is gone, then you go back to that dark place. You know what I mean? And what happens is the excitement and the fun become like a drug. You know what I mean? Because it gives you that fix. And then what happens is you get so excited in these moments, and then when you're not in the moment, you're like, damn, this sucks. And then you go back, you get that excitement, but after a while, that excitement starts not to feel as good as it used to. Mm-hmm. Now you got to take it up a notch. You know what I mean? Now you're getting excited up here. Now it's like, I don't feel the same. Now you're getting excited up here until you know what I mean? Now you went from weed to cocaine. You know what I mean? Not literally, but I'm just saying, like, in that sense where you like, it's like that level of excitement that you're using to hide the fact that you're not happy. You know what I mean? It's keeping you from doing the work that you actually need to do to become happy. Or at least understand that happiness is just a decision away. All you gotta do is decide to be happy. Are we gonna go down the happiness trail? Because now I'm about to talk about it.
Why not? I feel like there's a lot we could talk about here.
Well, you know what? Happiness has a lot to do with health and healing. So what people need to realize is that happiness is a choice, and that the biggest mistake people make is that they think that somebody else or something else is going to make them happy or needs to make them happy. But the shit about it is that if you're not happy, or if you haven't made the decision to be happy yourself, nobody's responsible to make you happy. It's nobody's business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's.
And nobody can make you happy. Mm-hmm. People can give you an opportunity to be happy, but it's really your decision every time to be happy. Because me and you can be in a room and experience the same thing, and it can, and I could, in that experience, I could be happy about, because I decided to be happy. You could be totally pissed off. You could be like, this is the worst shit that ever freaking happened. But you know what I mean?
Something.
You know what I mean? But
I
it's
can't
like,
even tell you how many times people have been like really happy around me. I'm like, this fucking shit sucks.
but you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, we gotta get real with this happiness, because that's what it all boils down to. If people weren't chasing happiness, you know what I mean, trying to find happiness somewhere outside of themselves, then a lot of this other shit would straighten itself out. You know what I mean? People are unhealthy because they're unhappy. People are not getting healed because they're unhappy. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm not right. You know what I mean? People aren't right. But happiness is so natural. Happiness is just a natural way of being. But when we think that whenever you're happy, it's supposed to be excited or it's supposed to be a fun time, happiness is kind of boring, but it's cool. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean? Some of the happiest people you know on the planet, they're not excited. They're just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, it's also about being grateful for the things that you have too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's a big part of it. So like with certain situations I've been in over the past few months of like the in between that I'm in, like I had to like really shift my perspective and be like, okay, I'm grateful to like be where I am right now, you know, and be able to just work out of my home. I still do whatever I want. It's just I don't have the space that I want to be in right now. So I had to literally shift myself out of that funk and just become happy. And that's what I did, you know? I think that people don't want to take the steps either to be happy. Like they don't want to shift the things that they need to shift in their life in order to attain that happiness. They want to stay in the misery because it's quote unquote more comfortable. Mm-hmm. You know, and in order for me to shift out of that energy, I had to wake up every morning and clear my energy. And I cleared my energy to the point one morning when I got to anger and resentment, I was in the bathroom dry heaving.
Oh, shit. Yep.
Yeah, I was doing some energetic work on myself and I was like, holy shit, this was in my body. And I was like pretty nauseous for the rest of the day, like releasing, like you don't even realize what you're energetically holding on to until you really begin to learn how to clear that energy out. And that could have manifested into something bad. You know, I could have got sick from that or whatever, you know, it could have caused some sort of health problem, but it was bad. It was like, I was like, wow, I can't believe that I was hanging on to that. And then I also had to journal. Like I shifted my mindset by journaling and it worked. Like and then it started shifting things around me too.
It started shifting things around you too.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Yep.
Yeah, like things started to fall into place and things started to shift. And like, it was like, oh, okay, I'm beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel now because I chose to be happy in that moment where I wasn't happy.
Yep. Nah, it would change everything for sure. It'll change everything. A lot of the things that people experiences, it's just like a self-induced, you know what I mean? And then it becomes a revolving door of just like, oh, why me? And then, oh, why me again? Oh, man, why me again?
Where it was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the victim mentality is like really trendy right now.
Oh, yeah. If you want to get ahead in this life, you want to get ahead right now, you better be a victim.
Yeah.
Come on, else. Hey, what they do?
Everyone else for all of your problems.
Yeah, for real. Oh, I can't believe. Well, let's not get started on that. I can't even believe the world we live in right now with all that type of stuff, man. It's crazy. Everybody.
I mean, I just feel like that's all. Like, if you live like that, you're gonna get what you desire and deserve at that point.
Yeah, for real. Well, you know what it is? It's just creating that what's the word I'm looking for? Actually, it's not even creating. It's disabling people. You know what I mean? To keep them in the flock. You know what I mean?
Mentally disabling them.
Yeah, exactly. And I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, and they were like, "Yo," they're like, "Yo, Jay, but like, do you ever get discouraged because like you try to talk to all these people and they don't get it?" So I was telling them, I was like, "Listen," I was like, you know, I said, when you see sheep and you see the shepherd, do the sheep outnumber the shepherd most of the time? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, there's always going to be more sheep than shepherds. And when you're a shepherd, you know what I mean? You're going to see a lot more sheep than you see shepherd throughout your day. But it's just how it's the nature. You know what I mean? It's how it works. You know what I mean? But the good thing about like being a shepherd, like I was telling him, and obviously like I'm a shepherd, you're a shepherd. As we come out here and we speak, we gather our flock. You know what I mean? The people that respond to our voice and our message, they become our flock. You know what I mean? And through that, we're able to guide people in the right directions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unlike other shepherds who are guiding people to the damn slaughterhouse and they have no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like literally people are like being guided to the end of the cliff.
Facts. And then there's people falling off and they're like, oh, I wonder what's at the bottom. Oh, shit. For real.
I mean, yeah, I think like again, it just comes back to like you really have to do what feels good to you. Your soul knows, like your soul knows what's good for you, and I feel like that's another thing too. Is like people hear their soul. I feel like a lot of people hear their soul and their higher self, and they hear God, but they ignore.
Mhm.
They don't think it's real. You know what I mean? Like it's like one of like the thing with health. Like it's like maybe you're seeing people that are happy and healthy because that's where you're supposed to be, but like you're looking at it as like I don't have time for that. I don't have the money for that. Like you know, it's just always a fucking excuse to pull you away from your best self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, facts.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm not gonna bring that up because we still got to figure out what it's gonna be. But next week, I believe. Oh, I didn't even address it. Donnie's not here tonight, guys, but he'll be back next week. But next week, I have a couple different ideas. We talked about some different ideas also, like you know what I mean, as far as show topics. But if you guys who are watching have any ideas of like things you would like us to talk about, please feel free to put it in the comments because we always, you know, we would love to have some ideas from you guys because we like talking about all types of stuff. So if you guys have any ideas, put it in the comments and maybe it's something we could touch on a future episode. This is our second one. Well, technically our third, but second of our 7 series, right? So we still got 5 more. Right?
Yeah.
Then Ashley might like it so much she might stay. I don't know what happens.
We'll see. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, right? But yeah, so anything you want to share before we wrap it up? We coming up on 9 o'clock. So we rate about there. Any last things you want to touch on when it comes to let's call it final thought. So you give a final
thought about health and happiness and having a good, powerful mindset is don't be a bitch. I feel like that's gonna
be always your answer, man. Every time. Oh snap, yo! Every time she's like, "Yo, my answer is don't be a bitch."
Yeah, I mean, just
that's
don't make up excuses as to why you're not where you want to be physically and mentally. Like, don't make up excuses. You know.
Okay, I like it.
There's so many ways that you could make your physical body healthier and you don't have to spend a ton of money. Or, you know, maybe you are being told to go find a mentor to help you. Go spend that money.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And then I would say also just be real with yourself. And like Ashley said earlier, I think you said you gotta you said feel right. I don't want to twist your words, but you said go with what feels. You said feel something.
Go with what feels right, like where your soul is telling you to go.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Your
so you
soul knows, your higher self. Like a lot of times when people begin to work with me, they're like, I don't know, you just kept popping up on my page. I'm like, yeah, because like that's the divine. That's your higher self being like, look,
yeah.
go work with this girl, you know?
This is what you need. Go talk to her.
Yeah. It's not, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in, you know, I don't believe in that shit. I follow the signs and like, it's got me to good places, you know? So I feel like people always ignore that shit or they need more confirmation.
Mm-hmm. For real.
Like,
yeah, for real.
I mean, my soul was telling me, Ashley, go get your fucking eyebrows done. And I did, you know? And it literally, I made that decision last Thursday. I was talking to my assistant and I'm like, what's the difference between microblading and tattooing your eyebrows? And then she was like telling me about it. And then here we are Monday.
and they're done.
They're done.
Did you tattoo them or did you microblade?
I tattooed them.
Tattooed them. Oh snap! Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So Ashley at, oh my God, why am I forgetting the name right now?
Don't worry, we're editing this.
New Addiction Tattoo in Johnston. It's not permanent ink though. Apparently, it's. I mean, it lasts for a long time, but I don't think it's permanent.
Gotcha.
But she did a really good job.
That was our little commercial. She's gonna send us a check. But yo, so listen, guys, do what feels right. You know what I mean? When it comes to your health and healing your body, if you feel right and you feel in tune, then that's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? What's right for me might be different from what's right for Ashley. What's right for Ashley might be different from what's right for you. But just make sure whatever it is that you're doing, it is what's right for you. You know what I mean? Because this body does belong to you. But the thing about it is, if you mistreat it,
you're gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's not like you go on Craigslist and be like, damn, I really wrecked that body. Let me go get.
Yeah, right. Like you ain't doing that shit.
For real. But yeah, that's it. All right, this was a good one. I liked it. All right, guys, listen, everybody have a good night. And you want to tell them don't be no bitch?
Don't be a bitch. Don't be a fucking bitch or I'm going to come find you.
Oh, shit. She's going to hit you with that kickboxing. All right, guys, peace.